Evan Osnos, welcome back to Fresh Air. It's always a treat to have you on the show. Since you've written about West Virginia in your new book, and you have a long article about Joe Manchin that you wrote a few months ago in The New Yorker, I want to ask you about Joe Manchin, Democratic senator from West Virginia, now in his third term. In some ways, he controls the Democratic Party now. They need his vote to pass legislation, including voting rights and infrastructure, and he's insisting on bipartisanship, when it's clear that that is not on Mitch McConnell's agenda.
To understand Joe Manchin, you have to remember he comes from a town called Farmington, West Virginia, that has a population of about 300 people. And for a long time, they were all Democrats. And now today, most of them voted for Donald Trump. And so he doesn't go and feel as if Republicans are intractable or impossible to persuade. In fact, they are people he has literally known his whole life. I think some people will assume that Manchin does what he does because he is looking for political survival, that, well, how could he get reelected if he doesn't do these things? I think there's something also a little bit deeper to it. On a deep level, he doesn't really want to be somebody who looks like he went Washington. I mean, he goes to elaborate lengths to try to show that he's still an authentic man of West Virginia. He lives on a houseboat in Washington, for instance, and likes to say that he could weigh anchor and leave any time. But the truth is that a lot of Democrats will feel as if he is just wildly out of touch with where the Republican Party has moved.
I hadn't seen this myself, but you write that his website boasted that he voted with the Trump administration 74% of the time, and that no senator, Democratic or Republican, split with their party more often than he did. So I'm sure Democrats weren't happy to read that on his website.
Yeah, he's proud of it. Look, he is this very strange small species left in American politics. He's a Democrat in a sea of red in West Virginia. And their general understanding is that for the near term, there's probably no other Democrat who can win statewide in West Virginia. And so Democrats in the leadership, people like Dick Durbin of Illinois, have this very complicated relationship with him, or Chuck Schumer, because they say, well, he's driving us, I mean, I'm using, this is my words, not theirs, he's driving us slightly crazy. On the other hand, were it not for him, we wouldn't even have a chance to control the Senate.